We're going to talk about the WoW format. So I was wanting to talk about how Blizzard could support the WoW format more, and kind of the state of it being very underplayed and stuff. I kind of got some of this inspiration from the One Tricks video.
Circle of life is
Sorry about that. It was he just kind of talked about how they kind of thought they could WoW format could improve, and I was kind of wanting to throw my opinion in there as well. One of the points that they added or had in the very start of it was WoW could have HCT points, and I thought that was a really good idea because if people that just want to get into these like higher, like the tournaments and stuff, you have to have HCT points finishing high on Legend. If WoW had that could give people another reason to grind, which would in case bring the more competitive Hearthstone players into the WoW format, which would help it a lot more. They also brought up that if the cards for WoW cost half their cost, that would just help because WoW is notorious for being super expensive, and having the format be cheaper would just have more people join. It would just be really helpful. It's really nice to have. I just think it would just be kind of just make it nice. It just improve the overall content of WoW. You'd be able to craft more decks, have more fun. WoW is just kind of about being a fun game type, and I think this would really help us improve on that whole thing of it just being a more fun game type. Also, like if Blizzard had like a new feature where it would be like highlights of games, whether that's like a streamer highlights or like it has like an in-game like recording software or something like that you can actually see the highlights. That could be really cool. So like by like in-game stuff where we could see the highlights like on the battle.net page, there would be like Hearthstone highlights or something, and the game would just be able to record every match. And if the game detected something kind of crazy happening, like a big turn, it would actually post it on the highlights page, and you could actually watch that back. And that would be something kind of cool to see. As well as something that could be really cool is WoD exclusive rewards. So like maybe you play Wild, and you get to like Legend rank 10. You get like maybe like just some like WoD exclusive rewards, like exclusive like epics for Wild and stuff like that. But if they were to say make the wild cards cheaper, they could also throw in the standard ring chest, so you would get exclusive wild cards, and you would also get the same exact standard ring chest, which would be super helpful. Which would just be also like another one of those just cooler things that they could do in the format. Also like wild legend tokens, so like how like if you get legend, it's just like that gold token. If there was like a wild legend token that you could get, and you would just keep it, or not like a legend token, but I mean like legend card back, and you could just use that so you could play standard and show off your legend card back that you got in wild or something kind of cool like that. I think that could put more incentive for card collectors to always do that for one season. And then like I know they added some cards for the standard set, and this might be probably one of the like worst ideas, but like they added wild only cards, so something that synergizes well with each wild class, which maybe like add one or two at a time, like one every month or so, or however often they would add it, but it could put a little bit more factor in people just wanting to go in wild and try out this stuff, and you would maybe just get it for free, something like that would be kind of cool. Kill that. And so I think just adding a little bit extra stuff like that would be kind of nice. What else? So yeah, just exclusive rewards, highlights. If Blizzard kind of showed the format some love, we have like newer wild player, like a newer team, because a lot of the old team has left. So we could actually even show the format. There could be the new team could put some more love into the wild format, put some more updates into it. I think if they were to make the cards cheaper, it would help a lot of standard players come and try out the format, because that was a big reason why a lot of them actually didn't want to play it. just because it's so expensive. Myself included, I didn't want to play it originally, but then like I saw that there's all these cool combo decks, there's all this fun stuff you can do in the format, and so I thought I'd give it a try. And also improving the competitive scene. I think that would be really, really cool if they could just improve the whole competitive scene for WoW, in total, because that would just add more stuff for people to do. More interaction, like the WoW Open that they had. It was pretty cool experience. I lost one game, or 1 or 2 games. It was my first ever tournament, and I was playing like budget decks and stuff. And it seemed like I kind of cheated my way into it. I don't know. Most people were playing like Big Priest and like Naga decks, so it wasn't super fun. But yeah, I don't know. I think if they added more like competitive ways to play Wild, that could be kind of fun. Yeah, I'm just kind of rambling at this point because I'm playing the game. But yeah, if they had more competitive aspects to the game, if they had just like I really like the cheaper card cost. That would be really helpful, just to make your decks wild and stuff like that. As well as if they added a way to get your dust back. So say for whatever reason you had 5 Loathebs, maybe that's like your favorite card. You just want 5 of them for no reason. You would get 4,000 dust back. You would get, so Loathebs are 1,600, so you would get 800 per card. So it's like you crafted a Loatheb for 800 dust, and they'll just want to refund it to you. I think that's a really could work, and everyone could get a bunch of dust. We could then increase our collections, have more fun with the game, and yeah, this has just been kind of a little talk about it. I want to know what people have to think about it. This is kind of trying to start a little discussion.